All right. Welcome back to the Diamond 10 Ball 10-Foot Challenge. We're here for a match between Darren Appleton and Alex Pagulayan. It's a race to 15. This is the first round match. We're here at Harrah's in Tunica, Mississippi. I'm J.R. Calvert with Inside Pool Magazine. Joining me once again is my special guest, John Bertone of Kamui Tips. How you doing, John? Welcome.
Doing great, JR. I did my happy dance. Now we're back to watching another match here.
And it happens just that quick.
Yes.
I mean, it really does. I mean, these guys had played a match. Darren Appleton had played a match, and it ran late. So we pretty much got word from tournament director Jay Halford that we were going to be the recipient of 2 matches tonight, which we think is a bonus. And he just kind of came up and said, "Are you happy now?" And I said, "Hey, everybody's happy. We get to watch 2 of the best matches out there." And here comes Darren Appleton's first offer from the break.
That's, what was what, 2? See 2 go in or 3?
I thought 3 went in.
Yeah.
3 went in, and he hit that ball, or hit that rack a ton.
Mm.
One's a little funny in the side pocket, as you can see. Good save. He's going to get him down behind the 9 a little bit. No. Clear window. So, any predictions you'd like to make this time?
Oh. I could say my favorite is Darren right now. He spent a lot of time practicing on the table. I watch them practice, so I, have, a good feel to it. I'm going to take a stab at Darren's going to win, I would say, by 5 games.
5 games? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big prediction.
Yeah.
No,
I'm taking a big stab at it, too. Big stab at it.
Well, Darren has definitely had performance on his side in the last few years.
Yes, he has.
He's our current world 9-ball champion. Recently won that crown. Probably be appearing on the cover of our magazine another month. I think I should start charging him rent. Well, he's left Alex his 1-5, which it's not too savory. It's one of those ones where no matter how you look at it, the one's probably going to end up going down table, but that's the direction that the cue is going. This is this is tough. I think the whole rack is going to be tough. There's just something about it that doesn't let me believe that Alex is going to make this and end up with an easy lie. There you go. Nice save. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are anxious to see whether we can have our first three-time consecutive U.S. Open 9-ball champion. Darren Appleton, of course, performing the feat of doing it twice, as did, I believe, Nick Varner and Mika Immonen.
Yeah, yes. Yes, was it 2009 when Mika won it the second time? It was 2009.
I believe so.
Yeah, 2009. And that was the beginning moment where Jay Alford was commentating that event. And it was Mika's second match where he took the Kamui tattoo, a temporary tattoo, and he put it on his arm.
Uh-huh.
And he lost that match. And who was he playing that he lost that match? I can't remember, but Mika is a very superstitious person, and he ran back, after he lost that match, he went back to the restroom, scrubbed that temporary tattoo off, and won 14 games after that to win. But that was a very important moment. I think that was the beginning turning point for the Kamui brand. There was so many players using the Kamui brand, but it really wasn't out there.
Mm-hmm.
And it took Jay butchering the name for over 30 seconds, actually over 2 minutes, just trying to pronounce the name. And I'm sitting behind my computer screaming the proper way to pronounce it. And actually, I think I text Rodney Morris. He was over there, and I told him to tell the booth how to pronounce Kamui. And then towards the end, they were pronouncing it correctly, so I think that worked.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, thank goodness, yes. But yeah, I was doing cartwheels at home. I was screaming, jumping up and down. Loved every moment of it. It was a great moment.
Well, we don't have that problem at Inside Pool. People kind of know it's 2 words, it's English. We got this one. But Kamui, I could see where you would have a problem. I know the first time I had seen it, I had to stop and think, is it pronounced Kamui?
Yeah, and our very first website, I had to actually type out the word phonetically. Kamui.
Mm-hmm.
So it caught on. It means divine power in Japanese.
I was just getting ready to ask you, what does it really mean?
I read your mind.
Well, that's just going on to what we said, For those of you who are just tuning in, John quite skillfully predicted the Hill match that Earl Strickland defeated Sheen Van Boning in last set. He announced it to the world, and of course there were quite a few naysayers, yours truly being one of them. And we all got taught a lesson by John Bertone. So, needless to say, he's just fooling with me now, saying he can read my mind. What color am I thinking of right now?
Yellow.
Yellow-orange, all right. Alex might need a step stool to get into racking these balls up there if there's no, that's far away out there.
Yeah.
A 6-foot man, but a 5-foot man, that's
a bit of a reach.
It is a reach. I mean, on a 9-foot, he has, he's barely comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it might not be that bad that he needs a step stool, but because one of the things that I do know about these tables is these tables are about 1 inch high, and that makes it even harder for you to bend out. Well, he's come up dry and didn't leave Darren a whole lot.
No.
I think Darren is trying to see whether he wants to jump this ball with a little short jump cue. All right, he's going to push. I'm kind of glad that he didn't, because I didn't think that that shot was going to be too successful.
Yeah, you're right.
So he's passed it back. You know, I often wonder how many times other players think of this as, why not just hit it hard?
You know, in the pool hall, it's always easy. Yeah, just
give it a good ride.
Yes. I do that myself.
There were a lot of options here, and some of them were soft shots and some of them were medium and heavy shots. And I said, you know, why not give it a ride, see what happens?
Yeah. I find myself doing that when I'm on the table, and you know, if barely see it, nowhere to go.
Yeah.
You know, nothing's riding on the line. Yeah, just hit it, see what happens. Oh boy. Think Alex is going to make a liar of me, huh?
I'm not sure. He could try.
Boy. Earl's at your 4 o'clock.
Really?
Ranting.
Well, if we had a second, we might be able to bring him in and interview him, but
oh boy. You ready?
I don't think he's up for it. Neither am I right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of challenges I could meet, but I think he's still looking a little bit fired up.
And how much are you going to pay me not to bring him over here?
I'll give you a Kamui tip voucher. Wait. Now Angie's going to go over and get him.
Oh no, don't do that. Angie's Daryl's better half. She was sitting over her shoulders watching.
Yeah, she likes to watch Darren's match from the seat here. She gets all the camera angles, and to be quite truthful, I think she came late because we were waiting for Darren's match. So she had no shot of getting a seat here in this arena. So we'll have mercy on her soul. We won't kick her butt out of the booth yet. Kick her right to the curb. Hey, what do you think this is? Engineers only. You might have to put a Kamui voucher up. Give his table a good name. I'm thinking of Rob Dignagian.
I think Rob won his match. I think. Yeah, let me confirm that. Turn off my mic here really quick.
I think what we have here, though, is ball in hand. Darren shoved it into the hole. I definitely think the 6 ball is going to be an issue here. Not a whole bunch to do, but get position on it. I'm pretty sure it does not go right in the corner. But Alex is shooting it like it does. So obviously I think Alex is going to be right. I'm going to be wrong. he's shooting it like it goes straight in the corner. Sure. Has all kinds of room. Last year we went up to Shooters in Ontario, in Toronto. Whitey's place, Johnny White's place. And we had a tournament with the CPA league operator up there, John Croft. And nice little tournament, 4-man round robin. Alex Pagulayan, John Mora, Jason Klatt, and Shane Van Boning. And we played CPA rules and had a round robin. Great event. A lot of memories from the event. Just really good time. Just all around a lot of fun and great pool. Great people. But one of the funniest things that I can remember was walking in and seeing Alex playing on a snooker table.
Oh boy.
I mean, here he can at least get up on the table a little bit. The snooker table had him beat. There was just no way. And they had a few snooker tables in there. I mean, they had more than 2 or 3. They had a few. Look at this. He knows that he's got to
throw a leg up.
And I think that you know, that image will always set in my mind because, you know, the tablecloth is just a hair more green than the collar that's on his shirt right now. And snooker tables are really gorgeous.
Yeah, the only one that I really, well, actually, I see it over at Hard Times. There's snooker table there, but my very first one was in Northern California, where I went to a wedding, and it was at Shirley Temple's uncle's ranch mansion house. It was down in the basement. This house is really cool, like a museum, and I started just exploring. I just broke off and explored and went down further and further. And it's like 2 floors down in the basement, and there it was. This gorgeous snooker table, just big as ever and old as ever. And there was no cues around, but I tried throwing just a ball. Yeah, I found a couple balls and started throwing them across the table to make it in the pocket. Holy cow. Forget it. You just trying to throw a ball down into that tiny pocket. Forget it.
Take you all day.
Yeah. Just watching them run out on the video on YouTube. I watch it on YouTube a lot. Just watching those guys just run out. It's just amazing.
It is really, truly amazing. We had some snooker players come over back when the IPT was in full session. Ronnie O'Sullivan comes to mind, and what great players they are. Pocket anything. Pocket anything. The idea of pocketing a ball, absolutely.
What a contrast. You take somebody who's a real professional on a snooker table and then throw them onto a bar box.
Here you go.
It's like, you know, taking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and putting him up to a kiddie, a 5-foot hoop.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Really is a huge contrast. I think Alex did everything wrong on that one. Yeah, one of our chatters bringing up Quentin Hahn. Quentin Hahn was a great snooker player from Australia. I think he had a little bit of problem, gambling accusations and things at one point. But, yeah, I believe he got suspended and some other things. He got caught up in that whole mess. But what a great player. I think Alex was, there's a rumor, well, unsubstantiated rumor, that Alex was actually offered a spot on the snooker tour.
Wow.
I think he turned it down.
All right, Darren.
All right, Darren's on the board. So I know I asked you the other day, but what new stuff does Kamui have coming out?
Well, right now it's latest and greatest in the chalk. We realized that there was a way that we can improve the quality of the Kamui chalk.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem was micro bubbles in the formula, and that inconsistency was something that we wanted to eliminate, and it really came to notice when a few of our customers in Europe experienced their chalk falling apart after it defrosted. You go and freeze the chalk, and it, all of a sudden will fall to pieces, and that's due to the micro bubbles, expansion and contraction, and those cause micro cracks, and it just falls into dust. So we did invest a lot of money in equipment that will actually take out those micro bubbles and improve the quality of the chalk. So that's the latest right now, and we're actually working on several other projects. Yeah, just stay tuned.
Well, let me ask you, how does chalk get frozen? It gets put in the trunk of a car, it flies with somebody in a plane?
Not so much flying in a plane. A plane is perfectly safe. It's fine. The occasion was, I think, in the back of the trunk of a car in Germany during winter.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets freezing. Everything freezes there. And that was one of the occasions that we got. So we said, all right, we have to step it up here, because we know that that's a problem, and now we have to fix it. So what we did is all the chalk that's out there that was, buyer distributors and cue makers and repair guys that have inventory, we asked them to send unopened ones back to us, and we replaced it with the new alpha version of the chalk.
Right.
So players out there, the chalk that you've already bought is perfectly fine. Just don't go throw it in the freezer.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. We just wanted to improve the quality of the product. So
Sure.
It still functions the same formula, same way. It does the magic that you want it to do. Oh, nice.
What a great shot. I think he's going to get him a safe here.
Yep. Alex like that. That's what I like about Alex. He really, he's a great sportsman when it comes to something like that. He really, I think he embodies the ambassadorship of pool. He really has a lot of fun with it, and he jokes around with it and enjoys it. and his attitude here is he gave proper due to Darren for making a great shot. I like to see that. And we encourage that with great sportsmanship with our sponsored players.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun. Enjoy this game. You take it too seriously, it's going to drive you nuts. Look at Earl.
And that was just wrong. You were rooting for him.
To be honest with you, I was actually rooting for the winner.
Whoever's ahead.
Yeah.
Go.
I enjoy the game a lot, so it's fun to watch, and these guys have put lots of hours and hours and hours into this game, more than I'm putting hours and hours and hours into Kamui. And so it's they rightfully deserve to be professionals at what they do, and they do a great job at entertaining us. We watch in absolute awe all the time.
Excellent. Well, I think Alex sees the 3, 4, 5, and the 6 is going to be his. 6 to the 7 is going to be the big ball. It's not really even a transition shot, as I would say. It would be more of just a situation shot. I see one of our chatters out there was asking, are the players using Kamui chalk? Well, it's not supplied to them on the table, but I think there's a few players that are using it out there right now.
Yeah, there's quite a few players that are using it.
Doing so by choice.
Yeah. You get a chance to watch Thorsten. He really likes the chalk. Mika as well. Who else? They're just better than a handful that are playing with it.
Now, how many players are on your staff right now?
Oh boy, I haven't had the time to really count, but each and every one of them has come to us, and we were very happy to take them, under our wing and help them out, and they have helped us out, and it really is humbling to know that we're making a good product, and we're never satisfied with the products we produce. I mean, we're always trying to improve.
Right.
And they really see that, and they like that, and they really want to be connected with us, and we really appreciate that. So it makes us want to work even more harder.
Right.
Yeah. And gosh, if you go to kamuibrand.com, you can see all the list of sponsored players. In fact, I think there's more. I have to update it myself. But yeah, I think I have one more opening. To be honest with you, I actually have one more opening for the sponsorship, and I know he knows. If he's watching, I guess I can call him out on it. Donnie Mills. I really want him on our team. I told him at the BCA Nationals, here's the sponsorship agreement. We'd really like to have you on, and see where we can go, see how we can grow together. So I've left that one open door. So Donnie, if you're listening, come on, man, sign it, send it back to me. Let's get moving.
Calling them out. I love it.
Yeah. I want to have my Kamui team. I told Masato when he was here, last week, hey, you have your European team, and I have, my, American team. Maybe I don't know, 6 months a year, we're going to have a Kamui East versus West shootout. He smiles. And, yeah, that would be fun.
You pick your guys, I pick mine.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to stream it for you.
Yeah, well, I set the seed, so I have to let it
go.
Let it
grow.
grow. Yeah. I'd really love to see that. It may happen. It'd be fun. That's a dry one.
Yeah. I think Darren is going to make quick work of this rack. This 1-2 to get started with. It's a little bit of a stretch, but I think he can do it.
Yeah, stretch is the truth. Nope, not enough
No.
juice. Oh. Where's the nitrous oxide button when you need it?
I really like Darren's game.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of these guys who has very, very few weaknesses. You don't think of him as a kicker, and then he kicks, insanely.
Mm-hmm.
And he never misses a ball. I mean, it's very rare that he misses. And, his break is solid. He doesn't lose.
Mm-hmm.
His rock, I mean, all around, he has all the tools.
I don't know if anyone noticed, but Alex made that one shot, and then he picked up his cue and hit it, and it bounced it because it makes a weird noise. Hopefully nothing's wrong with his cue.
I think he's all right.
That could be very unnerving, having a rattle in your cue or a weird vibration.
Alex is playing pretty serious tonight. Normally, you can expect some craziness out of Alex.
Oh, yeah.
Slightly subdued.
Showboating a little bit.
Yeah. I think part of it's out of respect for Darren. The other part of it's he just might not feel like it.
Maybe it's the table.
But he is making this table look small, for the lack of a better word.
Yeah, he's knocking them in.
A little bit of a rub. He just doesn't want to get straight on this 7. Uh-oh. Or, locked right on it, I guess is another word.
That's going to force him to make a safety, huh?
I doubt he can get in behind the 9, but let's see. Got him jacked up almost. Really interested to see what Darren can come up with here. I mean, there's the obvious choices to bank it down to the second diamond on this bottom rail here. Let's see what else he has. He says, no, that'll do.
Can I predict how long this match is going to take? Boy, it's going to take a while.
Yeah. Angie's already gone out and got a breakfast, and she's put it in her purse.
Yeah, she's trying to. Well, she's drinking a Pepsi, trying to keep herself awake. I'm sure. A little caffeine. Saw her doze off a couple times.
I went to 3 different places for coffee.
Oh no.
Nobody had any more coffee.
How can a casino not be open for coffee?
I think
You
we're
just got
spoiled.
unlucky.
I think we're spoiled with Vegas because nothing ever closes.
Yeah.
Here, it's not Vegas, but it's a casino. You dropped me in here blindfolded and said you're in Vegas, I'd believe it because everything is just it looks
gorgeous.
like Vegas. Yeah,
It's gorgeous.
but yeah, they do close down the restaurants and everything.
It has a slightly different hour set. Yeah, sure. Ah. That was lightning quick.
What was he trying to do there? Force the ball
He was going to cut it.
to just nick it?
Well, what he was going to do is run around 3, then reverse on this rail. See the side rail where the bottom lower right-hand side rail. He was going to reverse off of that, then reverse off the bottom and back out is what they call it, or back up, past the 10 ball to get positioned for the 8. And it needed some pace.
Mm.
Alex is just going to flop on up, go 2 rails, zigzag, make sure that he's not down too far and not stuck to the rail. And this is one of those ones where generally the players hit the second rail so they can determine how far they bounce off of it. Alright. And Alex takes a 4-1 lead. I think there's one guy in the crowd rooting for Alex, and 100 rooting for Darren is what it sounds like. Nah, that isn't true. Alex and Darren have a lot of friends in this crowd. I think most of them are split down the middle on who they wish they would win, but you start getting a runaway, if it turns into 8-1, they might start rooting, cheering Alex on so he has a great set.
Well, I think Darren will catch a gear.
He's a lot to, I think he was just recently down 8-1 in the tournament and came back and won. I'm pretty sure one of the reports came across our desk that was something like that. If I only knew somebody that knew Darren, could confirm that.
What was the question?
Was there a time recently in a tournament, maybe in the last couple of weeks or so, that Darren was down 8-1 and came back and won?
Now we put her on the spot. Now she's like,
She's like, he doesn't talk to me about pool.
I can't think. I can only think of the finals in the World 9-ball when he was up 12-6 and then he won 13-12.
Yeah, he did. He jumped the make the 2-ball. Yeah. Okay. Well, I stand corrected, folks.
You're probably right. I just can't remember.
Right now, Darren is he's going so far in the tournaments. He's probably having tons of matches, and it's just hard to keep up with him. It isn't like he's getting 3 or 4 matches a tournament. He's playing 8, 9, 10 matches a tournament.
One pocket match before this took 4 hours.
People don't know how good a shape you have to be in to play more than 4 hours of pool. I think it's, he is showing some signs right now that he may be fatigued. He's got a little bit to do to hold this ball up, and with the cue ball that close, this isn't a really high percentage shot to hit it with inside English. But let's see if he can hold the cue ball. A bit of Harrah high right. It turned on him. You get on that rail, that ball will turn on you.
Mm-hmm. Shooting a long shot like that, not easy.
I think Alex smells blood here, folks. I see Darren. He's shaking his head. He's got his head buried into his hand a little bit. He's making, arguably shots that he should be making. He's missing them. And Alex is off to the races. And unfortunately, this is something that, it's tough to watch, because you know that Darren is probably looking to find some energy somewhere, looking to get a roll, looking to get something that just kind of gets him pumped up and back in this set. Even though it's early, we've only played 5 games and we're in game 6. This set is slipping away from him, and he can feel it. Jay Halford just came by and told me that I'm washed up and that I should hand my headsets over to Angie.
Maybe she could fill us in.
Possibility the same thing could happen tomorrow night.
Really?
Depends upon how Darren does in the water. It could happen again tomorrow night where we play 3 matches at 9 and 1 like 11:30. If it happens that way, it happens that way.
We're ready. Thanks.
Yeah, maybe we throw Angie on here and she can tell us what Darren's thinking right now.
Darren's thinking, I wish I had a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
A real cup of coffee.
You are his better half, so you would definitely know what he's thinking right now.
I'm thinking he's probably really tired and probably wishes he was in better shape. He's been playing since like 10 this morning, so it's like 14 hours of pool.
Yeah, 14 hours of pool. And where earlier Alex was sleeping under some of these tables over here. Yeah. It was funny. Danny Cintron says, "Hey, Alex is under the table sleeping." Well, Alex is rested up, so you're right.
You hear stories about that, but if it gets right down to it, the room is a shuttled ride away.
Mm-hmm.
You have to wait for it. You have to get back to your room. Then you have to sleep and then come back and hope that the shuttle will bring you back or be on time.
Mm-hmm.
Take a 20-minute cat nap under the table. Nobody's going to bother you.
Nope. In fact, here in the booth we have Edward. He's asleep.
Well, Darren takes advantage of a ball skidding on Alex. At least that's what Alex was saying, of course. I believe him. Missed it pretty good. No reason, no pressure. But I think what Darren needs, believe it or not, is a few shots. It's amazing how when you're in that shape and you're playing some pool and you just start getting some shots, and next thing you know, you don't feel tired, you don't feel weak, you don't feel mentally defeated. You feel like, wow, I can just get out, you know. And you find that energy. So I think he needs a couple of these, and I think we have a completely different set on our hands. It isn't going to be a runaway. It isn't going to be the Alex Pagulayan show, starring my rack boy, you know, Darren Appleton. I think it's going to be more of a set. And he comes up dry, and he leaves a left-handed or behind the back one ball. It's not looking too good here, but now that is the 2 ball down here. This particular set of Aramiths has a darker 4 ball than what I was used to.
This is the TV set? TV ball set?
No, it isn't.
No.
I actually like them this way. Everybody, you know, pretty much is used to the colors.
Yeah. It's funny, TV ball set somehow became popular, and I remember the retail store days selling a lot of the TV ball sets to home users, and I kind of was baffled on that, because when is their pool table going to be on TV?
I love it. I know for the most part, TV ball sets started before HD, and now we have HD, and you can see the numbers on the ball.
Yeah.
So there's no real need for the TV ball set the way there was before for the commentators to follow the action.
And definitely as a collector item, I guess defines an era of
It certainly does. I mean, it does for me. I think what we're looking to do is to get a couple of the larger monitors back here, so that even the commentators get to 50 inchers.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I love it.
Not bad.
Pretty good shot. Darren is keeping his composure and certainly keeping a hold of the idea of winning this set. I think, Alex has a world championship under his belt. He won the world 9 ball about 7-8 years back. And Darren obviously has an impressive resume that includes, U.S. Opens, World 9 balls, World 10 balls, Moscone Cup, Triumph. But by no means, I think it really shows the lack of Alex's success in tournaments. He's got the game. Mm-hmm. And I don't think there's a person in the room that doesn't, think that he has the ability to pitch a near shutout against Darren if he gets hot. Mm-hmm. But likewise, it could turn around the other way. It really comes down to what the balls are going to give our players tonight.
Ooh, nice.
Point.
Oh.
He's going to give him the window. He certainly did, and I think that Darren is going to put him right behind this 9 ball.
I
think
call that as an A for effort because, you know, ball went in the right direction. It just wasn't right there.
Darren hit this one pretty hard. He let it get away from him, and I think that there is a big, big window there.
Oof. Close.
I'm not sure that there's a 310 here. There's certainly very little chance that he's going to make the combination, and even less, I think, of the carom. I think he's going to play the safe. Nice shot. Good touch.
Mm-hmm.
Really good touch.
It's not frozen against a rail, is it?
No,
It's
it
close
bounced. It bounced. It got a couple of inches down there. It's one of those things where Darren, I think, is going to look at coming in behind his ball, 2 rails or 1 rail. If I had to say, he's probably looking 2. And he's going to try and hit it straight up. The only problem he's going to have is that 8 ball. But he might be able to put this ball back down where the cue ball is. Okay, cue ball's going to head down this way.
Lined it up perfect for Alex.
He overstroked that ball. That's amazing. Yeah, he had a funny look to his stroke there.
Yeah, it looked like he dropped his shoulder.
You know, it looked like he stroked across his body funny. Like the stick didn't go anywhere near the object ball. Could have been him dropping his shoulder. But this is what Darren needed. Darren needed a little reprieve from the government, governor. He didn't. He couldn't have, Alex just running all over him and letting him fall asleep in his chair. He's tired. He'll fall asleep. I like Darren's game. He keeps it so simple.
Mm-hmm. All right. 3-4 Alex.
Just going to take a short break here.
Let's head it over here.
It's heading on past us. Yeah, I think Darren needs to definitely get out and hammer some balls in. He needs to get his blood flowing. I mean, he needs to kind of do something that gets
Needs
his...
a nap.
So, any predictions for this match?
Well, I did say Darren was going to win by 5. And lead by 5 games. So, that prediction is going to... I'm trying to break my my winning streak. How's that? I predict I'm going to break my winning streak. 6 for 6, I wish I remember what the first few ones were. I think it was, in California at Hard Times and another location with Daniel Bush from Point of View Pool. I was sitting in on that stream and I predicted, I think it was a match with Oscar. And then I did some other predictions at the BCA Nationals, but it wasn't on live stream. In fact, it was actually with Masato when Oscar played against Mika.
Oh, wow.
Mika didn't even get to the table.
Really?
Yes. Yes, that was very, very impressive. But I, funny story, I called Masato.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hey, Masato, you got to watch the live stream. It's Oscar versus Mika.
Right.
And he says, okay. You got the username password to watch. And I said, how about a $20 bet that I have Oscar, you have Mika? He says, oh, okay, cool. I mean, very confident, like, Mika's going to really crush Oscar.
Thanks for playing. Try again.
So I find here was an opportunity for me to collect. We're in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
That was on the 8th, July 8th. Masato just comes in on the plane, and we're in San Francisco, and we're waiting in line to get on the cable car. And both Masato and Melanie are just shivering because it's really windy and cold. I love the California weather, so it's not cold to me, but it was very cold to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have any cash on me, but there was a vendor selling pullovers,
Right.
sweaters, for $10 a piece. So I told Masato, hey, give me $20. You owe me on a bet. He says, bet? Yeah, you remember when we bet against Mika and Oscar? He says, oh yeah. Pulls out $20, and I walked over, got them both parkas. And
Good job. Good job. I think Darren is coming back. We have a few people asking some questions here.
Cool. Let's answer them while we have a moment.
All right. Shoot your questions to us, folks. Yeah, we have a question about some of our equipment here about overhead lighting or overhead cameras. And yes, we at our facility, we will be running overhead cameras. The problem with this particular facility is the diamond lights are here. And obviously we can't shoot through the light, and the light hangs too low for us to do anything below it. So, yes. And as far as the new facility in Cocoa Beach is concerned, stay tuned. We're going to have some big announcements coming out very shortly. And that promises to be a happening little place here in the future.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. Maybe we might hold the Kamui East versus West Challenge out of that place. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would
Maybe
be.
we make it a tour.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. Maybe we have, maybe 2 events. one on the West Coast, one on the East Coast.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Never know. We have some people asking. We will probably put the matchup later tonight. The Earl and Shane match, because we know not everybody got to see it. We knew that there was some people that were missing, is all I'm going to say. So we'll probably put that up tonight. You can look for that to be showing up if you're one of our subscribers on YouTube's homepage tomorrow. And if you aren't one of our subscribers, just go to youtube.com/InsidePoolMag and click the subscribe button, which obviously is free, and you can keep up to date with all of our latest tournaments, tournament matches, and the videos that we post.
You have your glasses on. I can't read them from back here.
No, we're cheating. Gotcha. Let me see if I can help you out here. I might not be able to, believe it or not.
That's all right. Well, if there's one that refers to me, go ahead and read it.
Okay. We got a couple more questions coming our way. By all means, fire away. I think we got 7 Ball for Life trying to get a question out to us. If they type it in, we'll see if we can help them. And if there's anything that you have a question for John Bertone from Kamui Tips, he's here and I can read the question to him. I see Pool Playa 1976. Is Alex the best player alive? Well, there's so many great players nowadays. I think that's such a tough thing to talk about. Is he one of the best players alive? By all means.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's almost like baseball. There isn't one that's really outstanding, except for maybe some of the old legends, but they're legends, and we have legends in our sport as well.
Right. Well, we've got Lee Brett out there helping tournament director Jay Halford, cleaning the ball off for Alex.
I mean the table. Just the brush. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Do I recall being 7 Ball for Life is asking me if I recall being at Rack's Pool Room in New York. Boy, I don't think I ever have. I may have, but I can't promise you one way or another. I can't say definitively yes or no. Too many pool rooms. I understand it's a nice room though. Alex has a pretty easy final 3 balls here, which is kind of what you want when you're playing 10 ball on a 10 foot. It's going to float up. Be a little bit short, but he'll be all right. Wasn't even close, as they say. Alex takes game 8. his way to wreaking more havoc with the break on number 9. You can see he's reaching out there pretty far. Look
He
how far
is.
he's reaching out for this rack.
How can he see to line it up right? I guess, yeah, you can. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. After the 9. Yeah.
I think Lee Brett is going to go ahead and steal some more camera time here.
Really?
Watch where he shakes it. Yeah, watch.
Weasel ball? They have the weasel ball?
Weasel, is that what you call it? The weasel?
The weasel ball.
Weasel ball.
Say you speak in English, come on. You can't talk.
I understand, but weasel ball. Can we get the weasel ball?
The measle.
We have some people
I don't understand my English.
asking about the Kamui chalk price. What the price is out on the internet right now.
Well, minimum advertised price is $27.95. You'll be able to find that on Sieberts.com. If you wanted to try out the new alpha version, they have it in stock. Also, if you have Kamui tips, you want to be using a proper tool for the tip, and that is the Kamui Gator Grip. And Sieberts also has it there on their website as well.
We've got these two prima donnas. He wants clean balls and he wants a clean table.
Yeah, right. Bust their chops.
Clean balls. What play fucking tennis? New balls, please.
Like 6 times, it's like what? 88. That's bad.
That's because Al covered the table in armour, that's why.
Who, Earl?
Yeah.
I
The whole table's still caked in it.
Where's that guy at?
It's funny they call it armor all. Actually, Earl sprayed silicone on the tables, and that changed the tables drastically.
Real good, man.
So I had both of my guys grab a towel and start
Special cloth from Al.
toweling down the table to soak up as much silicone as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just not right. That messed up a lot of how the balls were rolling and playing on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden with silicon, you got the ball sliding.
Yeah.
Majority of the distance of its travel, and not taking on a roll. And it's just yeah, very frustrating.
Well, that's an old
But they didn't.
trick.
He didn't use Armor All.
He didn't use armor all?
No, that's not Armor All. Armor All is meant for rubber.
It's got to be the air condition and the ball, and then we shut
No.
it off.
I know that there's an old trick. I've seen one or two tricks. Windex, or not Windex, but waxing the balls. You put
Actually-
furniture polish on them.
Oh, furniture polish.
couple
to shine
on.
them up.
Yeah. And then another trick, of course, is slicking up the cloth like that.
That'd definitely change the game, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah. Suddenly the balls can slide into pockets, and at the same time, they don't take the English the same way.
Yep. It's like watching a bowling ball get spun straight down the alley and never turn.
I got $20.
Push.
Alex calls a push right away. He knows what he's going to do right now. He kind of sees the 1. So is he really going to push, or is he going to tap the 1? He's
That's a
gonna
good
push.
question.
Okay.
I've seen some guys that come in and kick this off the back rail.
Do you have any other questions over there?
Well, none that I see right out of the gate. Been trying to read them as they roll by. They're rolling by pretty. Somebody's asking if John Bertone was going to be at the Carom tournament in New York, the 3-cushion tournament. And, I doubt that you're heading up there. I don't
No.
think that's in your agenda.
After Tunica, I'm going to spend a week with my family in Austin, Texas. Then right after that, I got a week to get ready for the APA Nationals, which is another 10 days in Vegas.
Excellent.
And then come September, I think I'm going to spend time doing something else just to recharge my batteries.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. Well, actually, I do want to. The power of Facebook is really cool. I've come across some of my family members, my uncle,
Mm-hmm.
where I mentioned earlier. Well, Jen, one of my cousins, she was listening to the live stream earlier, and Facebook is very powerful to connect family that you've once lost connection with. So yeah, I'm gonna reconnect with some cousins in September.
That should be cool.
Yeah. So this year has gone by very fast. The summer is blown by very, very fast.
I was going to say, it's just barely past half over.
Yeah. True. And most of that I'm going to be spending with my better half.
Love it.
Yeah. And she's possibly listening right now.
Want to give her a shout out?
Yeah. Love you, baby. So it's 1 o'clock here. So yeah, it's 11 there.
Yeah.
It's 11 there. Yeah.
Well, Alex is on the 3 ball. He's got fairly decent little angle towards the 4. Be able to draw it out of here. There you go. I'm not a big fan of the 5 to the 6. Unless you can get over here between the 6 and the 8 and lay it on the rail.
Nice. Well, I don't think he intended on hitting the 6 there, did he?
No, I think he was planning on going in between the 2,
Mm-hmm.
or beyond them.
It's probably because it's not a measle ball. That's probably why.
That's it.
Yep.
Well, Shane did say that he was not in favor of the red circle. And players get their personal opinions about different balls, different cue balls.
Well, the time-honored rule, he has to have 1 foot on the floor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a stretch for him. Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Something I noticed that viewers can't tell with this particular table is, and you have to actually be here on the floor to see it, but that particular TV table got leveled, and it's leveled a little bit higher than all the other tables because I guess there's a dip in the concrete.
Yeah.
So it's even a an extra 2-inch higher. You can't see from the feet, but the feet are extended just to level that table out just right, and that's just how the layout of all these tables ended up.
Yeah, that's something I noticed. Paul Smith, Tall Paul from Diamond Billiard Products, is their installer and leveler, and quite a knowledgeable mechanic on the tables, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first thing I said is, that table looks high.
Mm-hmm.
I said, is that 30 and a half or is that 32? And he says, it's probably more a shade towards 32 and a half. He said, and he told me the story about that, and I said, well, that's gotta hurt people, from of your stature. And he goes, well, he says, I don't know what Alex would do to rack the balls on this. I said, well, yeah. I said, it's coming up to his, chest. But really, in all reality, it's coming up, a couple inches higher, and that's less space that you get to stretch out to reach the balls.
Yeah. Well, got another story.
Do I, or do
I
you?
do.
Oh,
I do.
okay.
It's a funny thing when my father finally gets a pool table after me begging for most of my, young childhood, teenage life.
Okay.
Finally gets a pool table. He gets it's his first table, and he found a great deal, and it's an imperial table with what was it? Actually made by Conley, and then the legs were matched up differently. That the table was actually 3 or 4 inches taller than standard height.
Holy cow!
And how we found that out, because we've been playing on it for, and I didn't know what the standard height was, didn't realize. Then Robert LeBlanc, Bobby Cotton, I started playing in his league, and then he came over to give my father and myself some lessons. And just the right moment, he leans up on the table, he says, this table's too tall. Well, there was nothing we can do about it because the table was already 3 years old. Darn table's too tall. So
And he's coming up dry, and he's left a great shot on the 1 to get to the 2 and start this run. Not really too many problems there. Well, that's awesome. So you played for 3 years on the table that was too tall.
Right, too tall. I'm 6'1", so it didn't really make much of a difference, except for when I got to a standard table. It's like, wow, I could bend over just a little bit more. When I come down on a table, it's coming down to a table that's a little bit lower. But didn't really fully realize it till Bobby came over. And, he said something about it, and it's like, oh, man. But my father has a Brunswick 9-foot now. That's at proper height. Squeezed into a room that's really meant for an 8-foot table.
Yeah, it's all right. You got to have your short little sticks.
Yeah, there's a short stick. Oh.
I remember when my first table was one of those Sears and Roebuck tables.
Oh.
And it was made of cork board, and
Yeah.
of course what you did is you had the little screws that adjusted it. So I didn't know any of this, and my uncle, I had got my leg hurt real bad, and I'd watched Earl Strickland playing in Caesar's Tahoe, and I said, hey, I want to play some pool. And he says, well, I got a friend who has a pool table. I'll go get it out of their garage and bring it over and set it up. So he comes over and he sets it up, and I hobble down into the basement. And you're going to love this story, by the way. First off, we go to rack the balls up, and I have no idea about racking the balls, but I did know something was funny. When I pulled the rack off, all the balls rolled into the center, and then they kind of rolled back and forth because the thing was so bowed, right? So we get under there, and we're adjusting the screws. Well, he was. I couldn't really get around. So finally, it got to the point where, yes, we're going to do this. Well, all the balls were those plastic chip balls, but the 12 ball was a legitimate, real phenolic resin ball. Beautiful 12 ball. The rest of, I don't know how it got mixed up with the rest of these balls, but kind of funny. And as it would turn out, we start playing, and I'm not that good at it, but you know, after about 3 or 4 games, I start to get the hang of it, and I kind of realize you hit it on the left to go to the right, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So my uncle leaves, comes back 3 months later. 3 months later. And I had been practicing all this time, and he goes, well, do you want to play some pool? And I said, yeah, sure, come on down. So we go downstairs, and I get the stick that he left, and he'd actually left 3 of them. And he didn't tell me any of this, but he didn't leave any chalk, and none of the sticks had tips.
So you're hitting it against a ferrule.
No. Wood.
Oh, it wasn't even a ferrule.
So for 3 months, I shot pool with no tip, no chalk, and I had to shoot center. So it taught me a great stroke, and the stick would mushroom out, and I'd chop it down. So by the time he came around 3 months later, every cue was 43 inches long. And it had been hacked. He looked at me and he says, what are you doing? He said, are you nuts? You know, and
were those cues made out of regular standard maple or ramen wood?
They were maple, thank
They were
goodness.
maple,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, and to this day, I think that's what taught me how to hit center ball, was the fact that I had to, or I'd miss cue.
Wow. I remember that exact table when I was a lot younger. Wasn't it like about $400 or $500 for that table?
Oh heck, I don't know. I think he paid $25.
Okay.
But then again, you know, when you take the rack off and the balls kind of, you know, do this.
It isn't worth $1. Yeah,
I think he had to haul it too.
I remember as a kid going through Sears and seeing the pool table and, you know,
$4.99.
Right. Yeah, grabbing a couple balls and throwing them in and begging for a pool table. It just turns out that I'm old enough. I leave home, and then a few years later, my father puts a room addition and he puts a pool table in.
Oh, woe is us.
Yeah, so I guess it was a sign he wanted me to come back.
I just thought you'd get a particularly good laugh out of the fact that I learned to play pool without your products.
Yeah. All right, so truly you can actually play with a broomstick.
Yeah, I have.
Well, there was some kind of consistency there. I'm thinking, what was consistent and all that? Yeah, you were hitting center. That's all you could do, and you had something consistent, so you knew how to adapt and grow and be really good at it. So yeah, you had the best of what you could use. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, had I not had to learn a steady stroke from my first stroke, you never know. Might not have been able to make a ball. He's going to get kissed in? No. But he is going to make a ball. He's going to hang the 1, and the 2 is going to take its place. And, yeah, I'm just going to say with the 4 there and then the 5. Well, with the 2 and the 4 right here, Alex doesn't even have to move the 2, the cue after the 2. He could stop it and probably maybe draw it back an inch or 2 here. There you go. This is slowly turning into the Alex Pagulayan show, and you can see some from Darren's posture that he wants to be laying down in a bed right now. He doesn't want to be playing pool.
He has to. Yeah, he's slouching in the chair just to keep him standing up.
Alex has a road map, Tom Cruise out here.
And do you want to run a 5-hour energy over to him? I have one in my bag. Seriously? Seriously? All right.
Let's see if he has it.
Hold on. Yeah, let me throw the headset.
And Alex hit that one pretty sporty. Dropped it right in there. I don't think he's going to reach out for it. I think he's getting a bridge. Amazing. I figured he'd reach out for this shot.
You're welcome. Let's see if it works.
Sorry, Darren. Angie might be claiming the 5-hour energy drink for herself. And as fast as Alex is getting through this, you never know. It might kick in just in time to keep him up for another 5 hours instead of getting to go to sleep.
Well, it might even give him the gear to win by 5 games.
Yeah. Well, Alex is getting ready to pass the halfway threshold.
Yeah, that would crush my 5-game prediction.
Yeah, he is definitely on his game right now. It's going to be hard for Darren to convince Alex that he's somebody that's going to be beat. Right now, I think if you were to ask Alex, he'd say, "Yeah, I'm going to get right through this. This is nothing."
He's drinking it? Cool. Courtesy of Kamui. I should have put a Kamui sticker on it. Damn it.
What do you think it's going to be like Popeye or Mighty Mouse or something?
All right, everybody, we're getting a little loopy over here.
Not quite that bad.
Hey, I think we're headed downhill.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? Wow, Alex Pagulayan. Man, this dude can play pool. I'll tell you what, John.
Yeah, he can. He can. And I had Darren as my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. These guys are both ball pocketing machines. I mean, it's just like Max said. It's a slot machine. It's like betting on. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
So here we are in Tunica. Definitely want to thank all our sponsors: Simona's Cloth, Viking Cues, Kamui Tips and Cloth, Diamond Billiard Products. Touchy little shot here. This back cut. It's the most missed shot in pool right here. There it is. Wow. Darren's getting kind of rolls that Earl got earlier. Let's have a look from the top here. Hit it well, but no reward. The only thing he has is Alex is going to have to stretch across the table quite a bit, being that this is a diamond 5x10. So it's a slot machine. Whoever gets the advantage, who's getting the rolls. But I've seen Darren come back from tougher situations, I'll tell you. And he is the current world 10-ball champion, I believe. Is that right, Angie? 9-ball. Okay, Dennis Orculio is the 10-ball champion. That's right. But yeah, wow, he missed 3-ball twice. See, that was the thing I was saying, was the problem was that he would have to stretch across the table, and there it was. So Darren gets a lucky strike here. My friends, how y'all doing out there on the chat? I can't see you right now, but I'm sure y'all doing good here in Mississippi. See if Darren can start stringing together some balls here. He can do it. It's really a toss-up. Shane, Alex, and Darren here are the top players. Hey, have a good one, Eli. Eli Gonzalez from Alcatrax. Doing a lot of picture support and doing some video stuff, making some commercials for us. Darren in deep thought here. See, look. Looks like you can see just a touch of this ball. Darren wants to look at this a couple times. There you go. Look at the line a little bit. Yeah, Darren and Alex and Shane Van Boning are the 3 top players in the world, in my opinion. So, I mean, it's a slot machine. Who's going to win? Just depends on who's playing better that day, who woke up on the better side of the bed. It's really like throwing dice with these two guys because they're so equally matched. It's whoever's hitting them a little bit better today, that's all. The skill level's exactly the same in my opinion. And if I could read the chat right now, I'd know if you were agreeing with me or not, but I'm sure you're probably agreeing with me.
fully agree with you.
You agree with me?
I agree with you.
All right. Good. Look at this little shot. See the bank pull. That really came into effect in the last match too with Earl and Shane. The bank pull. I saw Shane making quite a few good banks and. So are you the actual founder of Kamui?
It's kind of hard to really call it that. You know, Masato is the founder of Kamui.
Okay. What was the idea behind?
Well, he's an avid player.
Okay.
In a ridiculous way.
I know in Japan they love to play pool.
Yeah,
They buy a lot of cues from the U.S.
Mm-hmm. They love to play pool, but one of Masato's frustrations about nine and a half years ago was every time he went to change the tip on his cue, he really had to spend a lot of time readjusting. It was a big inconsistency for him. And he understood that with a little bit of science, he can figure out a way to make a tip consistent.
So he has an engineering background, I take it, or
pretty much. He
or just can make things happen.
He both. He has a really good head on his shoulders.
That's
I mean,
good.
he and I can have, real deep conversations in regards to a little bit of science and physics and stuff. And I have a background of metallurgy and
oh, that's cool.
and material science and stuff
Yeah,
like
you
that.
and JR probably have good conversations. He's an engineer.
Yeah,
so
yeah, we do.
Engineering degree.
Yeah. So Masato, was on a quest, to find out how to fix that problem, and through some trial and error and through some really hard work, he made that happen. And he contacted me through my cue maker. Actually, he was contacting a cue maker, and a cue maker suggested that he, connect with me, and then it was, it's all history from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he started making the tips, and I remember when they started coming out, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, these are the tips. These are the tips." When it first started happening, and then the chalk came out. So what was the idea behind the chalk? Did he just? I mean, what?
Well, at that time, we were already 6 years old, and we were just starting really with the getting some traction with the tips. I mean, we've had the tips out in the market for 8 years now. So at that time, we understood of another inconsistency when it came to gripping the cue ball when the tip hits the ball. And it's very important that a player has something that's consistent when he does go through a lot of English shots.
The chalk's really cool. I tried it on Torsten's cue, and
the big thing about that is consistency. So we didn't have really any parameters, no limits. Here's a problem, let's see how we can solve it. And in fact, I've shown, and I have with me some samples of stuff that isn't even worth the powder to blow it up. It won't work on a cue, but it's part of our study.
I see what you're saying.
It took us 2 years to find
Sure.
a formula that works.
Just like our stream, JR and I, we spent 3.5 years getting what you're seeing here of smashing our heads against the wall. I mean, just to figure this out, this much out, for under, $100,000 setup.
Right.
So.
Right, and we
Same
went
thing
through
as
a
you.
lot of expense trying.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do? How are we going to do this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's fun, man. That makes it so worthwhile.
Yeah. And at some points, we were feeling a little defeated.
Oh yeah, definitely. I know that.
And the great thing about our team is that we're persistent. We never give up.
That's it.
Never give up. And we came across a formula that was starting to work, and that was like 95, number 95, 96, 97. So number 98, that was the golden piece. In fact, number 95 we had, I had at the 2010 BCA Nationals. Yeah, it was 2010 BCA Nationals. I had a couple pieces, and I let a couple of my friends try it out.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't all that great. It was just, no different. I mean, it didn't really make much of a difference. And, that was just a couple test trial pieces. And then we got to the 98 formula, but we had it under the silver wrapper with just trial. It says trial on it. Those are collector's items because, we have maybe... I think we only produced maybe 50 of those, 50 or 100 of them.
Nice.
And some people out there maybe listening right now might have one of those trial pieces. I don't. I wish I did. But now we're on to the 98 and the 121, and they're both the alpha versions of the original formula, and that is the best quality we can produce right now.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It does take anywhere from 18 to 20 hours for one cube
to be made,
to be ready to be used.
Wow.
From beginning to end. That does take a lot of time. It's not something that's mass produced quickly.
Right.
Like an assembly line or anything.
Now is it like super micro fine? Or maybe you probably can't say that.
I can't really say much,
right,
but let me tell
fine.
you, when I was there in October in Hiroshima, Japan, I really wanted to make, get my hands dirty with the product,
That's cool.
make some tips, and I spent several days in the factory just working with everybody because I wanted to get to know everybody, there that put a lot of their heart and hard work into it.
I'm sure it was probably advanced, very advanced technology.
Well, the technology's there, but we are a very conservative company. We try to we don't cut corners, and we really stick to the high quality control, and we use not so much the super expensive equipment, but the equipment that actually does the job that we want it to do. We take a lot of pride in the work that we do, and we work very hard to make sure that it's consistent and great for the player.
That's what builds a successful following, and
yeah,
I mean, and you're all over the place. You guys are all over pool, so that's where you need to be. That's good, and you're there. So
I think we're actually making a dent in the billiard universe.
Oh yeah, I mean, just what happened with the Shane versus Earl match,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's going to be a legendary match.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. You're big part of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm very, very happy and humbled to be inexperienced at that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh wow, that right in.
Meanwhile, Alex Pagulayan just popped in corner ball there, perfect shape on the one. Boy, he's getting this 10-foot table down, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
It looked like his hindrance, just not being able to reach across the table, made him miss a couple shots there. So that could come into play for us shorter guys. I'm shorter too, so I'm not as short as Alex, but I'm short. And man, a couple of those shots. Did you hit any balls on the table?
Yeah, I did.
Isn't it different? It's crazy different.
Yeah. Making that long shot.
I look like an idiot out there.
Yeah. It's a very humbling experience.
Yeah, go hit a couple balls out there, JR. Try out one of those tables, man. On the TV table. Go hit a couple
He's
balls
shaking
on
his
the
head,
TV
no.
table.
No, forget it. Forget it.
All right, we have our chat back. How's that stream looking out there, my friends? Y'all having a good old time out there? Alex Bridgemaster. You guys getting your money's worth out there? Hey, Pops 89, what's happening?
Yeah, that 5-hour energy that I gave Darren should be hitting him probably right about now.
Hey, somebody's got a question for you, John.
Mm-hmm.
Beowulf. See what his question is. He likes a hard tip. What Kamui should he use?
Well,
I hear the medium hits like the hard.
yeah, I wouldn't. Let me back up in my thought here. A hard is not a hard as to another brand. The way we structure ours from super soft to hard is not the same as other brands that are soft to hard. The hardest tip to make is a super soft tip. Easiest tip to make is a hard tip. So the super soft tip, biggest thing for us was to prevent it from losing its shape, mushrooming, and yet we were able to, harness the leather to be controlled in such a way that it does not. It can go through beating and really hold up to, really hard play and long play. So, for a player who has experience with other hard tips, I wouldn't throw them into one of our hard tips. I'd start them off with our medium tip, either the black or the brown. So, if you find yourself playing with the medium tip very low and close to the ferrule, then yes, you should jump over to the hard tip and start off the tip tall and fine-tune it and find your sweet spot with the tip. Yeah, I highly suggest that all players, when starting off with a Kamui, start off with that tip tall, because you can always take away tip, you can never add tip. And the whole reason is you want to experience that tip and the action that that tip puts on the ball by keeping it tall at first and adjusting it by taking some layers away. That'll adjust the action on the ball. Oh, look at that. That ball went straight in there
He
again.
sets that one up every time, doesn't he?
Yeah, he found his
He gets
his
those
spot.
corner balls checking around all the rails, and they hit the pockets if you do it right. Alex obviously knows how to do it.
So my final answer is start off with either the black or the brown medium and enjoy that, and you'll know if you really want a harder tip or not, because the medium tip is definitely on the harder side.
There you have it.
That's the long answer. I mean, we have lots of time here, right?
Looks like we're going to have a little while. Darren's going to have a nice little shot on the one ball to get his run going here.
When did you start using the Kamui tip?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have one on my cue yet.
Oh, you don't?
No.
I thought you said you did. No,
No,
you were.
I don't.
You were playing with it on the Viking shaft that I gave you.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, I'd like to get one on it, on mine.
Yeah, that one's the black soft, which comes standard on all the new Viking exact shot shafts. All you out there, just go to Viking Q and you're not going to find the exact shot shaft there on their website yet. I'm sure they're probably scrambling at the moment to put that up on their website.
Mm-hmm. They have a YouTube video for it.
Yeah, they do. They have a YouTube commercial for it. But yeah, just
We actually are going to play that commercial here in a few.
oh yeah, that'd be a good treat for everybody. So yeah, the exact shot shaft. And go to VikingQ.com and contact them through their website and ask more questions about it. Do that for us, because it tells our advertiser that we're working hard for them, and thank Viking Q for sponsoring and making this event possible for us.
Looks like you can hit the edge of this ball. Oh, these pockets are no joke, man. I'll tell you.
That's true.
I had a lot of trouble just banging a few balls around on them. They're tight, 4 1/4 inch pockets, man. That's a tough shot on that pocket.
Although he did hit it pretty hard.
He did.
He probably has to lay on the brakes a little bit.
Probably a little frustrated as well.
Yeah, that takes a factor to it too.
Mm-hmm.
He probably just wants this over.
Yeah, Darren, when he starts missing balls, he kind of gets a little upset about it sometimes.
Yeah.
He lets it affect him, and usually he can pull out of it, but sometimes he gets really mad, which, you expect that.
Yeah, we should have hit the 5-hour energy on him at the beginning of the game.
Well, he's a perfectionist, and he wants to win no matter,
Yeah.
he wants to win. He's a champion player, and if he's not winning, he's not happy with himself, so is what I can see. But
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to break my predictions, my winning streak of predictions.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you predicted?
Well, yeah, you weren't listening.
Mm-hmm.
Jared wanted me to predict what was going to happen here, and I said Darren's going to win by 5 games. As you can tell, that is not true.
It's a coin flip.
Yeah. Darren would have to have a miracle gear kick in right now to run, a 7-pack just to tie it.
That's pretty late in the evening, so.
Yeah. So, good. My winning streak is over.
Good? That's
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
We're glad.
I didn't want to freak myself out.
Right, instead bet the farm on something and
Yeah.
dog it.
Right.
So the Alex Pagulayan show continues. This guy's been playing a lot of snooker too, so
Yeah. That's good for him because it helps him understand how to navigate around a table that's pretty big.
yeah, well, when you can continually shoot on pockets that small,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
And-
too.
constantly have a snooker table there to play on.
Yeah.
So
7-3 Alex.
let's play our Viking commercial, okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's play the
Oh wait, it's not here.
It's not?
Nice.
Jared.
Yeah, here it is.
That was it.
When we broke down a performance shaft to see how it works and how to make it better, you will ask yourself, how do we ever shoot without it?
We felt that we could create something better. the Viking exact shot.
And we're back. Alex just broke off, made every ball on the table, and he's out.
Yeah,
No, he made a couple there, I think. Nice shot. He can make a ball on the break every time and get shape on the one. That makes him impossible to beat.
he said he made all the balls in, and then 8 of them came out of the pockets really quick because
Wow.
I got too scared.
He's impossible to beat like that.
I have the worn down with Pro. Which Kamui should I use?
Good job, Angie.
If you have a worn down the Pro, which Kamui would you use? Well, it's very hard and very difficult to answer because if you remember earlier, I mentioned how Kamui was born. It was based on inconsistencies of other tips that we're trying to use as players, and so it's very difficult to really nail down, all right, what's comparable to that. I think the better answer for you as a player is we have 2 different types of tips. We have the Brown, the original, which is great for straight shooting and pocketing balls. It's very much a springy tip, and that is what majority of people are very familiar with and understand as far as banging balls around. The Kamui Black is that of the same leather, but we actually treated the leather to have more flex, more elasticity. That way you can achieve more spin on the ball with less effort, so that gives you more control on the table. So really you got to ask yourself what type or what style of player you are to determine whether you're a brown or a black. Because we have some pro players like Dennis Hatch. He's a brown tip player. He loves the I think the brown medium because he likes that street shot, pocketing balls. So I guess the answer, shorten up the long answer. Good rule of thumb is to start off with probably a black or a brown soft and go from there. I wouldn't start off with a medium because that very much would be a too hard of a tip to understand. So I'd start off with a black soft or a brown soft.
Man, Alex is just so good. It's unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just unbelievably good. I couldn't bet on him and Shane any day. No way. Or Darren and Shane, or Darren and Alex, really. I mean, I'd never bet on any of those guys against each other.
Right.
You're just... Look at all this madness. Look at this. This guy's got this 10-footer down.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got it down. He's running. He's on how many racks now? Has he run? 2, 3. This is his 3rd rack. Chat, what do you think?
Is it his 3rd? Has he run a 3-pack?
I think he's on 3rd rack.
Wow.
Maybe not though. I could.
The only other
we've been in story time mode, so.
Yeah. Well, Stevie Moore did a 3-pack last night. That we watched.
Alex isn't sure here what's going on. He's having a look around.
Did you catch a mosquito?
Man, they love me. Oh, it's that German blood, mine.
Mosquitoes are.
They either like you or they don't in this place, I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
but they're silent. You don't hear them coming. Where I'm from in Long Beach, California,
Hear them a mile away.
Oh, they yeah.
Really?
Dude, they come equipped with a V8 motor.
Wow.
You can definitely hear them, and that gives you an advantage because you know you can.
Yeah, these Mississippi.
Protect
We own the
yourself.
Mississippi River here. Yeah, they're coming to hunt. I can tell. Darren's had like 3 shots and he was locked behind a ball.
It sucks.
Coin flip. I think Alex would have annihilated Earl earlier playing like this.
You think?
Yeah, Shane was making mistakes, man.
Yeah,
he was missing all kinds of
Yeah,
stupid
you're right.
shots.
You're right.
I almost thought he lost on purpose just because he felt bad for Earl because he was missing so many stupid balls. Stuff that Shane never misses. Ever. Wow. Was that a move? Wow, Alex is just nuts. He just plays so good, man. He just wants to get it done.
Yeah.
He's like, hurry up so I can go dance and sing and cause chaos. No, Alex is a ton of fun. Probably the most fun player on the whole tour, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, he's exciting to watch.
He looks serious now, people that might not know him, but
Yeah.
he's very funny. He's hilarious, actually.
Oh, yeah.
One ball goes and gets set up. Oh, one ball goes in. Gets a shot on the 2. Of course. No, it looks like the 10's blocking him here, so. Wow. Oh my.
Yeah.
I could never make that shot in a million
Alex
years.
is in the zone. He's in
Man.
the zone.
There's no way I ever make that ball. Yeah, I mean, he's in that mode, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's just in that zone. Jeez, look at this shot. Wow. Darren's just has nothing. He can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
He can't do anything. He's just at the mercy of Alex's break.
That's 4 in a row? Is it 4 or 5 in a row?
I have no idea. I bet the chat knows.
Yeah, anyone watching?
Yeah, what's going on here? This guy has the 10 ball 10-footer table mastered already. Played on it for 5 minutes. 4-pack if he gets out here, says Fernando Ortiz and Betnard fan. Alex the Lion takes it to the hill. Nice little commercial Eli made there.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, Eli Gonzalez.
Yeah, Eli is also the author of his first commercial for the Super Billiards Expo.
Oh, nice.
And you can go on to the Super Billiards Expo website and go into the photos section, and the video is there. He did a really great job.
Oh, right in the drain.
Damn.
Here's a chance for Darren to get a couple more scores on the board. Maybe he can break and run the set out. That's what Alex did, looks like. See if Darren can reply here. I'm sure he's going to be out here. The guy never misses a ball when he gets a shot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen him miss a ball in weeks.
Now watch the 5-hour energy that I gave Angie, that Angie gave to him, is now kicked in.
Oh, it's in now. He's on.
Yeah. See, I told you.
Techno music's going on in his head and everything.
Yeah. What's his favorite music?
He loves you too.
He loves you too. Yeah.
You too. That's cool.
Yeah. See, he was missing those earlier. He was missing those. Damn it. Now he's going to be one of those. He's probably going to go look for a sponsorship with 5-hour energy now.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is really true testament to it working for him.
All
Look at
right.
that.
Dynamite Darren.
Look at that.
Keep trucking, brother. 4-14 is a little better.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Only in America, dude.
Diehard pool fans are really the ones watching this right now. And you got Potts. Potts is like passed out. He's sleeping.
Potts is sleeping in the corner over there. Strickland.
Jay Helford is like walking zombie right now. You can tell he's tired.
Well, I hope we get another couple more hours of pool out of this match. I'll stay up to see Darren throw together. Oh, that's it. Whoa.
All right, it's over.
He's gonna shoot it out.
He's gonna shoot it.
Oh, of course he's gonna shoot it out. I don't think he connected with. He didn't make a foul now, so all he gets is ball in hand. There's a chance he can miss.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I'm rolling my eyes when I'm saying that, but I've seen him miss these stupid shots. Shane missed a shot a foot away from the pocket.
Yeah.
You see that? I mean, it was right there. He rattled it.
Yeah.
Then Earl missed a similar shot, easy shot. You just don't know. Am I right or am I right? I'm right.
You're right.
Well, Celtic says Darren is awesome. Yep, he sure is. He just got He just fell under the spell of Alex Pagulayan zone out.
Mm-hmm. That was that catnap that he took under the table.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Say that he gets out, wins a set. Here at the first annual Southern Classic. Wow. I was totally wrong. Look at he just can't believe it. All right, Darren gets a little lucky roll here. I'll never count him out, huh? He's got the best stance, Darren. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, see?
Never moves.
That's what he needed.
Never moves down on the shot.
Angie, make sure that it was me that gave it to him. Now watch.
All right. 5-14, my friend. Some late night match here. Late night. Made a ball, got set up on the one. It's like a shooting gallery.
Yeah.
Oh no. Not good. Well, obviously he got ambushed by Alex. He sat in a chair for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's just making mistakes just because he's so razzled from getting the blitzkrieg on him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's...
What do you think?
Yeah, well, you got his better half sitting to the right of you. I'm sure she'd know exactly what he's thinking right now.
Mm-hmm. Our production assistant Angie sitting here waiting for Darren to make the comeback. Did Darren get enough sleep? Did he wake up early today, or has he been up?
Yeah, he got 8 hours of sleep.
He got 8 hours. He seemed like he played a little funny on that shot, so He must be. Seems like he's maybe a little tired. Or what do you think? He just got frustrated?
No, I think it's all the one pocket matches we've been playing.
Oh. Wore him down, huh?
What?
You think that wore him down?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so she says all the one pocket today probably wore him down a little bit.
His match with Silver took 4 hours.
Shut pal.
I see. Match with Silver took 4 hours. That'll do it to you.
Yeah, that's hard.
And then immediately have to come in here to Alex, who was well rested. He watched the Earl match while Darren was playing.
Mm-hmm.
So all those little things come into play in pool. It's all the details. Nice roll here for Alex.
You're lucky, bro.
Hmm?
Are they allowed to use jump cues?
I don't know. I think so. I haven't
I
seen
haven't
any
seen
jump
one
cues.
come out,
No.
so no, I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. Nice. Ooh.
Mm.
Oh, he went for the one pocket shot, just like we were talking about. He scratched. Well, he's remaining and keeping his cool at least, under the circumstances.
All right, Alex. Let's finish this so I can go to bed. I'm falling over.
It's life on the Inside Pool.tv team, man. There's no stopping us. No stopping.
Nope.
These guys don't stop. 24-hour stream. Well, I know Darren's not going to give up, so Alex is going to have to play a really nice safety here.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Oh. Does he see it?
I don't think so, no.
The scoreboard is actually covering pots.
Oh, it is? Let me turn it off and see if we can see him.
Everyone can watch. Yeah, there's
There
pots.
he is.
There's pots and pans right there. He's slunched over sleeping. It's funny. Once this is all over and everyone clears out, I wouldn't bother him. Let him sleep.
Mm-hmm.
He has the right to sleep anywhere he wants.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
nice nasty, that old bugger. He's a hoot.
I'm amazed he's still walking around. Yep. Ooh, he overran that shot. Now he's got his favorite back cut.
Watch, he's going to miss this.
This looks a little easier, but still, back cuts are
No, you got it. Lucky.
almost.
Almost.
Missed that sucker. Here it is. Game, set, match. Alex the Great.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us here. And we'll be back tomorrow with another match. Make sure you visit InsidePoolMag.com, InsidePool.tv, KamuiTips.com, VikingQ.com, DiamondBilliards.com, Cyberts.com,
Simonis Cloth.
and SimonisCloth.com. Or Simonis.com.
Or Simonis.com, yeah, sorry.
That's it.
Yep, we're done.
And,
Over and out.
All
Good
right,
night.
John. Thanks for joining me, and see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Well,
All right.
see you in a few hours.
That's it. Actually, it is tomorrow. All right, later.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Stay tuned tomorrow, and we'll be streaming again. Actually, we'll be streaming all night, but you'll have your next match tomorrow, and we'll see you. Hope you all enjoyed the stream today. No, everything worked out good, right? Right. You guys are all very welcome out there on the stream. I'm glad to honored to be here with you. I'm sure, and I know JR is too. And he figured it out, man. So, all right, Upstate Al, you did a great job. Thank you very much. Everybody else, we'll see you then.
I keep picking games like I